I've got a noun, and if I want to give information about a noun, it is going to be with an adjective. The adjectives in a sentence have two positions. They can be before the noun. So you can say, I live in a beautiful house. I live in a beautiful house. The noun is house, and the adjective goes before. That is the collocation in a sentence. Not as we say it in Spanish, I live in a house beautiful. No, I live in a beautiful house. Yeah? He has an expensive car. The adjective is expensive and the noun is car. But that is one collocation. Another collocation, well, let's put it here, not to forget it, okay? Before the noun. That is one collocation. And the second collocation can be after the verb to be. One example after the verb to be can be, my house is beautiful. My house is beautiful. Okay. The adjective is beautiful and it goes after this verb to be. So let's put the indication after the verb to be. Okay. This is something that you checked in a different course. But this is something that you know, maybe not like this, but this is the way we use it. I live in a beautiful house, or my house is beautiful. Well, we have lots of adjectives to describe beautiful, expensive, important, yellow, warm, cold, rainy, tall, all the adjectives that you know. But from all these big group, we have a specific group, a smaller group of adjectives, which are going to finish, which are going to have the ed ending, okay? So, okay, no. Okay, two. Adjectives having the ed ending. For example, amazed. That is like surprised, a synonym of surprised. Okay. Confused. Bored. Disappointed. Worried. Disgusted. Embarrassed. Embarrassed. Interested. Interested. Scared. Tired. And the list can continue. This is not a complete list of adjectives. They are only some examples. You just let me check the spelling if I didn't make any spelling mistake. Okay, so amazed, confused, bored, disappointed, worried, disgusted, embarrassed, interested, scared, tired. Okay, so these are ed adjectives. Ed adjectives. All of them have the same ending. They have a specific purpose. We are going to use these adjectives with a specific purpose in a sentence. These adjectives express feelings. And what is a feeling? A feeling is when you say how a person's reaction. That is a feeling. So these adjectives express feelings, reactions, or emotions. This is important. When do we use the adjectives? These adjectives are used to talk about feelings, reactions, and emotions. That is important. When you want to say how a person feels, you can use an adjective that finishes in the ed form. Yes? So I feel amazed. I am amazed. Or I am confused. Or I am bored. That is a reaction because of a situation. I am in a specific situation, and according to this situation, the result is that I am bored. I am disappointed, worried, disgusted, etc. Well, to make it clearer, let's see some examples. Example number 1, I was so bored in the lesson, I almost fell asleep. I was writing with capital letters. I was so bored in the lesson. I almost fell asleep. Yeah? If you tell me how did you feel during the lesson, I felt bored. That is my reaction in the lesson. That is the way I felt. That was my emotion. Another example. He was surprised. He was surprised to see her after all these years. He was surprised to see her after all these years. What is the adjective in ed form? This is surprised. Surprised word. And I continue talking about a feeling, a reaction. Well, after such a long time they hadn't seen each other, yeah, it was a coincidence he and she met. So what was his reaction? He was surprised. The next one and the last one. She was really tired and went to bed early. She was really tired and went to bed early. Again, I am also using an adjective in the ed form. She was really tired and went to bed early. Maybe because she had a difficult day. So after doing too many things in a difficult day, she was really tired and went to bed early. Okay? So these adjectives, the adjectives, remember that we have an enormous group of adjectives. Not all of them finish in ed, such as expensive. Expensive has a completely different ending. But from that group of adjectives, we have a specific one that finishes in ed. And here you have some examples. These adjectives are used to talk about a reaction. Yeah? Okay. All these adjectives and more finishing in ed can be used with the ing ending ed and ing. So look at this. The first one, the first adjective is amazed. If I want to use the ing ending, this is possible, but of course with a different context. Amazing. You see? Now, this is with the ing form. Amazing. Confused. Confusing. Bored. Boring. I am just eliminating this ed form and changing this ed for ing. Okay, so that's all. Confused, confusing, bored, boring. Can you tell me the following that is disappointed with the ing form?
Disappointing.
Yes, disappointing. Yes, disappointing. Worried.
Worrying.
Yes, but attention to this one. In this case, we keep the letter Y as in the verb and put the ing. So this is like a special, okay? So it is like out of the rules, not only eliminating the YED, the IED, changing IED for YING, worrying, disgusted,
Disgusting.
disgusting, disgusted, disgusting, embarrassed,
Embarrassing.
yes, interested,
Interesting.
interesting, scared,
Scaring.
scaring, tired,
Tiring.
so it is not difficult. And well, the rest of the adjectives that we haven't checked because this is such a long list also follow the same rule, okay? So we have these 3 points to indicate that the list of adjectives continue. Okay, so we said here, these adjectives express feelings, reactions, and emotions. When do we use? Okay. When do we use the ing adjectives? The adjectives are going to be used. They are used to talk about a characteristic. Okay, so they are used to talk about a characteristic. To talk about a characteristic of a person, a situation, an animal, of a noun, of a noun. Okay, so a characteristic of a noun. When we say a characteristic of a noun, it is because we refer to something not temporary, a permanent situation. This one, let's put it in brackets. This one is like more temporary. Temporary. As in this case, I was so bored in the lesson, I almost fell asleep. But when the lesson finished, I went out and, well, I got distracted. It was something temporary. And in this case, the ing adjectives are going to be more permanent. They are more permanent, like a permanent characteristic of a noun, A noun, that is a person, an animal, an object, a place, or a situation. So concepts are really important, okay? So the ing talk about a characteristic, and this characteristic is going to be more permanent. So we are going to keep these two definitions, feelings, reactions, emotions for EV, and to talk about a characteristic of a noun. This is more permanent. Okay, some examples. Some people think that rainy days in winter are depressing. You see, I am using depressing. This is my adjective. I am qualifying. I am describing. Okay, this is with the ing. Some people think that rainy days in winter are depressing. I am not talking about a feeling. I am describing something that is rainy days. What are rainy days like? They are depressing. Well, according to some people. It is not a reaction, it is not a feeling. Another example. It is the most interesting book I've read. My adjective now is interesting. ing form. Why is it in the ing form? Because I am describing not a feeling, not an emotion. I am not saying that. I am talking about a permanent characteristic of a noun. It is the most interesting book I've read. And the last example, the meals at, well, this is a very famous restaurant, La Casa de Toño. The meals at La Casa de Toño are satisfying. Yeah, the meals at La Casa de Toño are satisfying. This is my adjective. It is qualifying something. Is satisfying describing the meals or La Casa de Toño? What is satisfying describing?
The meals.
The meals, yes. The description, if I say, well, yesterday I went to La Casa de Toño. And tell me, do you recommend it? Did you have anything to eat? Yes, I had some pozole. And I can say that the meals are satisfying. Can rainy days, well, I am going to underline it because depressing describes rainy days in the sentence number 1. Interesting is describing the book. And satisfying is describing the meals. Okay, so if I say depressing, can rainy days feel depressing? No, rainy days don't have any feelings. The book, does the book have a feeling? No, that's why you cannot use ed, you use ing. Can the meals have a reaction, an emotion, a feeling? That's why this is in the ing form, okay? So, to make it a bit clearer, you can say a sentence like, she is bored and she is boring. She is bored and she is boring. The two sentences are correct. Yeah? Let me put a tick here. This sentence is correct and this sentence is also correct. The two sentences here are correct. You can say she is bored. In the ending, you can also say she is boring. What is the difference here? She is bored because the film was not interesting. There is something that provoked this feeling. So the film was not interesting. What was the consequence? What was the feeling, the emotion, the reaction? She was bored. And on the other hand, when I say boring, it is because, remember, this is like a permanent situation. She is boring. Yeah, she doesn't like talking to people. She doesn't like talking to people, going out with friends, dancing, reading, etc. Okay? Yeah? I am talking about her personality. She is voting, a permanent characteristic, in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. It doesn't matter if she watches a sitcom, a TV program, sitcom, that is situation comedy program. It doesn't matter. You tell a good joke. No, she never smiles. And according to these characteristics. More or less, guys. More or less or not?
Teacher,
Yes.
I can see in Spanish the team. Ok. O sea, ejemplo, entonces cuando utilizamos el ing es porque ya son situaciones permanentes. O sea, ella es fea, ejemplo, ¿no? Podría ser. Ella es fea, porque ya está fea, ¿no? Pero, ejemplo, podría ser, ella está fea porque no se ha arreglado. Entonces sería en ed, con terminación ed.
No, pero es que el ed es para una emoción. Entonces, bueno, estar fea, pues no es algo que se sienta. O sea, sí tienes la idea, pero a lo mejor no está bien usado en ese ejemplo. En este, ella está aburrida.
Ajá, pero está aburrida porque no salió con sus amigos.
Algo sucedió, está aburrida. Si sale con sus amigos, si sale al cine, ya no va a estar aburrida. Se le quita, es algo temporal.
Ajá. Y ella está aburrida.
No, en el segundo es ella es.
Ella es aburrida.
Ajá.
Ok, entonces se utiliza cuando algo sucede y el ing es cuando lo puedes cambiar.
No.
No, es cuando ya no puedes hacer nada.
El ing sí es algo más permanente. Si yo digo, por ejemplo, the match, el partido, was not, y tengo interested, interested, y la opción de interesting. The match was not interested. O the match was not interesting. Quiero decir cómo estuvo el partido. ¿Qué opción sería la correcta?
Interested.
Pero un partido no puede tener una emoción. Es decir, el partido no puede sentir.
Ok.
Entonces sería interesting. Lo eliminamos. ¿Sí? Acuérdate que el ED es para una reacción. Si tú estás viendo un partido de fútbol, el partido no puede tener una emoción. Lo puedes calificar y va a ser como una, en ese momento, bueno, ahí va a ser como un adjetivo que lo califique de acuerdo a su característica, pero no una emoción. No sé si me expliqué.
Ok, teacher, ejemplo de los nouns que nos dio en la parte de arriba, no, los adjetivos. Ejemplo, ¿solo esos se pueden convertir o todos se pueden convertir?
No, no todos. O sea, todos los que terminen en ED, porque por eso les decía, les dejo estos 3 puntos para que ustedes sepan que hay más. Y todos los que están en ED pueden ir con ING también. Ajá.
Okay.
Right? Bien, necesitan tomar captura de algo porque les voy a dar un ejercicio, les voy a mandar un ejercicio. Ok, se los dejo para algunos segundos. Take your screenshot. Okay, this is the first one. And the examples are here. Ready?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Yes? Okay, very good. So, I'm going to show you a live worksheet. And you are going to answer that exercise. Could you just let me find it and check if it is still there? Okay. This is a live worksheet and this is very easy, but this goes according to the information that I explained before. Look at this. In a moment, I am going to send you the link, okay? ED or ING. Note, ED adjectives describe people's feelings. I feel bored. How I feel. A boring movie, however, will make you feel bored. How it is. The same explanation with other words. Read and choose. You are going to select, for example, in the number 1, I don't understand chess. The rules are very confusing. I am describing the rules. The rules are confusing. So this is not a reaction, this is not a feeling. That's why the correct option is with the ing form, okay? So, well, this session is about to finish. I'll see you again.